everyone, this is Susie from Units. Welcome to our UBEE Basic Training session. Today, I will guide you on how to properly use UBEE printer. Whether you're new to 3D printing or looking to learn more about operating this printer, I will provide detailed guidance for you. Let's get started. In today's training, we will walk you through everything you need to know about the UBEE printer. We will start by getting familiar with UBEE itself, followed by validation, installation and setup, operation guidance, key features, maintenance, and finally after-sales service and support. By the end of this session, I believe you will have a solid understanding and work well with UBEE confidently. The UBEE printer employs a liquid crystal display to precisely solidify photosensitive resin layer by layer, enabling the creation of intricate 3D objects. This technology delivers exceptional resolution and rapid printing speeds, ideal for tasks like prototyping, model making, and small-scale production. Okay, now let's get to know the appearance of UBEE. I will introduce you several important parts. This is the front casing, which serves to prevent printing from being affected by the ambient light and the other potential issues. This area is called the printing operation area, which is composed of the build platform and the resin tank. During printing, the motor will drive the build platform to move up and down, so that the models can be solidified layer by layer. Below that is the touchscreen area. All commands can be completed on the touchscreen, which makes UBEE very easy to operate. Okay, now let's go to the left side of the printer. On the left side of the UBEE, it's a USB port for inserting USB drives, enabling offline printing. Okay, now let's move to the back of the printer. Behind these two circular covers are two circular holes. The larger one is for connecting UBEE. It's our air purifier product. And the smaller one is for connecting UFeed. It's an automatic feeding device we designed for UBEE. Below is the main switch of the printer. And here is the power supply port. This is the LAN cable interface. UBEE supports both Wi-Fi and LAN connections. On the right is the nameplate. After the first unboxing, it's necessary to check if the voltage marked on it matches the local standard. If you scan this QR code, you can go to our official website. And there is another QR code. It's the serial number of this printer. You may notice there is another USB port at the lower left part. Please note that is for powering UFeed. Never insert a USB drive here to avoid damage. We have two specifications of build platforms and a resin tank. The standard one comes with the printer. You can use it to print model, direct liner, surgical guide, etc. This is the mini build platform and a mini resin tank, which needs to be purchased additionally. It is especially designed for high viscosity resin like CMB resin. Some customers had asked me if the standard build platform and the resin tank can be used for printing chrome and bridge resin. The answer is no. The standard build platform has a large surface area, which causes resin to flow back very slow after each layer is printed. Often, by the time next layer starts printing, the resin hasn't returned to the center of the resin tank yet. This leads to printing failures with a significantly high failure rate. However, mini build platform and the resin tank do not have this problem. Okay, now let's open the front casing of the new printer and take out the accessories. This is the accessory box. When you open it, you will find some tools inside. Let's see what accessories do we have. There are 5 screen protectors, which are designed to protect the screen from scratches and contamination. The LCD screen of the new printer already have a screen protector applied, and these 5 are for backup. The film auxiliary scraper is a film application tool used to smooth out air bubbles and ensure the screen protector adheres tightly during installation. Here are 5 scraping cards. You can use them to stir the resin in the resin tank, or inspecting any residues, or simply for mixing the resin. If they run out, paper name card can serve as a substitute. A 6-grade sandpaper can be used to sand the build platform surface for enhanced friction. Models need a certain level of friction to adhere to the build platform. If you frequently find models failing to stick, it may indicate that the platform needs to sanding. We have prepared a USB drive for you. You can use this one or your own. The Phillips screwdriver is used to adjust the screw tightness during zero and leveling. We will cover this point later. Use the M3 hexagon screwdriver to remove the printer casing for repairs if a faulty happens in the future. Disposable gloves are for protecting your skin. The scraper is used to separate models from the build platform. Carefully slide the scraper under a corner or edge of the print, keeping it parallel to the build platform, applying a slight lifting force to separate it from the build platform. If the print is stuck, you can gently tap the scraper with a small rubber mallet to create leverage and help lift the print. The spare screws are for replacing the resin tank film to prevent loss. The dust-free cloths are used to clean the dust on the LCD screen and the touch screen. And the last one is the power supply cable. When you get the new printer, make sure to check it out right away. In case of any issues, kindly contact us within 15 days of when it arrives. Especially check the exteriors for any damage and check if the voltage listed on the nameplate matches what we use around there. Okay, let's power on the printer and see if the touchscreen can work normally. Oh, it looks perfect. Next, we are going to perform an LCD test. It is for testing the status of the light source system, especially the LCD screen. Okay, now we will move to the test screen and go to Tool. Select LCD Test. It will remind you to remove the build platform and the resin tank. You can see we already removed them. So we check here and select Start. After clicking Confirm, the complete unit's logo will be displayed on the LCD screen. Let's see. See? It is very good. Okay, now let me help you to install your printer. First, let's talk about where to put it. You got to place it on a stable table and make sure it's away from windows. You know, photopolymer resin is super sensitive to UV light. Even a little bit of light can cure it unexpectedly. As we mentioned earlier, your printer already has a screen protector film on it. Now we need to remove the mask on the top of it. Pay attention, only peel off the thin layer labeled number 2. Some of our clients have removed the entire protector film by mistake in the past. Okay, now we will install the build platform and the resin tank. align here of the build platform with the platform holder. Then push it all the way in. After that, press the build platform locking arm downward until it locks into place. Okay, now let's install the resin tank. The resin tank features a sliding rail design. Place the resin tank directly onto the LCD screen and push the tank all the way to the end to complete the installation. UBEE's intelligent detection feature will help you to verify whether build platform and the resin tank are installed well or not. If they are, you can see a green mark here on the touch screen, but now it is a yellow exclamation mark. So I have an important reminder to you. The build platform is only detected when it is at the top of the rail. So now we need to go to the tool interface and select motor control. Select 100 and click move up. The build platform will move to the top. And now let's go to the standby interface. And we will see a green mark here. Meanwhile, the screen will also display info like build platform's printable size, the total layer capacity of the resin tank, and how many layers have been used. It's highly recommended to keep an eye on these layer counts. If the resin tank is nearing its service time, please pay more attention about the resin tank film. If you find any deep scratches or damages on it, please replace it right away. You know, resin leakage is really a big trouble. Next, let's proceed to the operation get session. In this session, we're going to print. Don't forget to wear your gloves. Step 1. Make sure the build platform and the resin tank are properly installed, just like what we mentioned before. Step 2. Fully shake the resin bottle upside down for about 1 minute. If there is resin left over from the last print in the resin tank, also need to use the scraping card to mix the resin evenly. Let's look at an example. From these two pictures, we can observe a significant difference between mixed and unmixed resin. When resin is left standing for a long time, its formula may be separated, leading to print failures. Step 3. Pour the resin into resin tank. Please note that the maximum and minimum capacities of the resin tank are 600 ml and 100 ml respectively. Overfilling the resin may cause splashing during printing, cause contamination to LCD screen. On the other hand, insufficient resin will lead to printing failure. The software can show the approximate resin amount needed for each print. See this number? Even if it size 40 ml, add 100 ml as a safety margin. Adequate resin ensures proper flow back to the center. Now we come to the most important step. Check that there's no foreign matter in the resin tank or on the build platform, such as cured residues, forgotten models, or other debris. This step is vital. Let me show you why. These pictures are from real customers who forgot to check before printing, leading to a crashed LCD screen and even damage to the cooling board beneath it. Coolant leaked into the printer's interior. They have to replace most components in the light source system. Unfortunately, warranty doesn't cover such human error. Next, we're going to transfer the printing file into printer. We have two methods to do this. The first one is transferring via USB flash drive. The second one is sending the file from software over the network. When using a USB drive, please be mindful that the slicing file must be stored in the root directory, which means do not put the file inside any folder. When using software to send files, the printer and the software should be connected to the same network. After transferring, enter the File Management interface. Click on the file you want to print. Then click the Print button to start printing. Before printing, the system will ask you to confirm the build platform and the resin tank status once again. Please make sure these details carefully. When printing starts, close the front cover to avoid potential issues. Wait for a while, the printing will be completed. So far, we have learned about printers and how to print. Now let's see some features of UBEE printer. We will take a look at the printer's interface, and I'm gonna show you a few commonly used tools and some key info. After the printer is powered on, we will enter the standby interface. At the bottom, you will find the following options in sequence: Standby, File Management, Tools, and Settings. Let's start with the printer's tools first. The first tool is LCD test. Here, I would like to remind you that if the vertical bars appear on the screen or the logo disappears, this means that there may be something wrong with the LCD screen. Please contact us in time. Zero and leveling. This function is used to ensure that the build platform and the LCD screen are properly aligned horizontally, which means all the positions on the build platform are at the same distance from the LCD screen. For a newly received printer, there's no need to level it because it has already been done in the factory. You will only need to relevel it when you encounter the persistent dropping problem or you replace the build platform. We will provide relevant instructional videos for that. Now let's look at one of the most important functions. When encountering a print failure, it is essential to perform an exposure cleaning operation. If a print fails, cured residues from the failed model will remain on the resin tank film. If these residues aren't cleaned up right away, when the build platform lowers to its lowest position at the start of the next print, they could crack the LCD screen or even the cooling board beneath it. Think of those hardness bits like tiny rocks. If they left there, the platform will crash them into the screen. This is extremely dangerous and can cause huge damage to the printer. When the indoor temperature is consistently below 18 degrees Celsius for an extended period, it is recommended to activate this feature. Once activated, before printing, the printer will automatically heat up to a temperature between 25 to 30 degrees Celsius. During printing, the system will also monitor the printer's temperature to manage heating and cooling in real time. You can use the motor control function to move the build platform up if it's stuck at the bottom anyhow. And there are 3 height options to choose from. There are 4 smart pressure sensors under the middle board of the UBEE. These 4 sensors play an important role in both leveling and foreign object detection functions. The calibration function is used to zero the pressure sensors. You need to perform calibration first, before each zero and leveling operation. UBEE can also achieve foreign object detection with the help of 4 pressure sensors. Let's go to the sighting interface. Choose System and Updates. Choose Advanced Sighting. When the foreign object detection function is turned on, the build platform will automatically lift up when the system detects foreign objects between the LCD screen and the build platform. Let me show you now. I'm going to print a model with the foreign object here. See, the printer is giving you a warning, So please check if there's any residues between the build platform and the LCD screen. But I'd like to remind you to prevent any damage on the LCD screen. Even you turn on this function, it is still necessary to check everything's clean before printing. Now let's learn about the maintenance of UBEE printer. Proper maintenance can extend the lifespan of the printer. In this session, we will discuss cleaning the UBEE, resin recycling and storage, moving and transporting UBEE. Firstly, we need to prepare some tools for cleaning the printer. Dust-free cloth. You can find it in accessory box. Alcohol with a concentration exceeding 90%. Some alcohol-free wipes, tissue, and a soft bristle brush. For the printer body, spray alcohol onto a tissue and gently wipe it. Apply alcohol or IPA to clean the resin tank. Wipe both sides of the resin tank clean with tissues until no resin can be seen. The edges of the resin tank can be cleaned using a soft bristle brush. The cleaned resin tank film should be transparent. Use the dust-free cloth to wipe the touch screen. For dust on LCD screen, use the dust-free cloth to clean. For liquid resin on LCD screen, use a small amount of alcohol to clean. If the resin solidified on the LCD screen, replace the screen protector immediately. Use alcohol and tissue to clean resin from the build platform promptly after each use. Do not leave the resin inside the resin tank for more than 24 hours without printing. When recycling the resin, it is recommended to use an 80 to 200 mesh filter to filter the resin. Resin should be stored in dark conditions with an ideal temperature range from 10 degrees Celsius to 35 degrees Celsius, and the humidity should be less than or equal to 45% RH. The resin's shelf life is 48 months. Please use it up within 180 days after opening the bottle. If you need to transport the printer, please make sure to keep it in its original packaging. The resin tank and the build platform cannot be installed on printer when shipping. Let's move on to the last part. In this part, we will know about the lifespan of different parts of the printer, the printer's warranty policy, and the assistance we can provide. In correct usage, the lifespan of an LED LED board is typically 10,000 hours. LCD screen is around 4,000 hours. The lifespan of the resin tank film is typically rated for 30,000 layers of printing, which is equivalent to consuming 10 liters of resin. The shelf life for resin is 48 months, and once opened, it should be used within 180 days. If you need our help, please give us a few details and we will offer the best solution. Please share your machine model and its serial number. Additionally, providing pictures or videos demonstrating the issue would be helpful. If available, please include the slicing file or STL file for further analysis. Do you know where to find the serial number? Let me show you. You can go to the sighting interface, choose About. You will find a QR code. Just use your phone to scan the QR code. You will get the serial number, and you can copy it and send it to us. You can also find it on the body of the printer, on the wooden box, on the carton box, and also inside the warranty card. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you found it useful and feel ready to apply what you've learned. If you have any questions later, our support team is always here to help. Keep practicing, stay curious, and feel free to revisit this video anytime you need a quick refresher. See you in next video.